create an arm. So I'm just going to start by going to create a new sketch on this surface here, and I'm just going to look at it from the top, and I'm just going to pop in a construction line down the center from here to here. I'm just going to turn that into a construction line. Okay, now I'm going to come along and I'm just going to draw a little bit of a profile. So I'm going to come up here and I'm coming up 16 millimeters because the extrusion I'm going to use is going to be 32. Right click, repeat line. I'm going to come out here 3 millimeters. Right click, repeat line. And I'm going to come out here 2 millimeters. Then I'm going to use a command called offset, and by offset I'm just going to offset by 0.5 of a millimeter. This now gives me a little aluminium extrusion that we're going to use. I'm just going to close that entity there. Okay, so that's good. And next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come along and I'm going to select mirror. Okay, so objects to mirror, I want to mirror these ones here. Oops. Just grab a little marquee around all of them. Just make sure you get everything for the mirror. Okay, so it says that it's selected 15 objects. We need to select our mirror line, which is this one here, and we hit OK, and now that's generated our extrusion there. So we can just go finish sketch. Just looking at it from here. Next thing I want to do is to create a new sketch, and I want this to be on the front here. And so we just want to make sure that we select that one. So that's where we want our new sketch to be. And I'm just going to rotate this around. I just need to have a line here that starts from this point. So just starting my line from that point, and we're just going to go up 90 degrees. Doesn't really matter. I'm just going to use this as a reference point, but I'm going to come up to start off with 30 millimeters, and I'm just going to look at it from the front, scrolling out, and now I'm just going to think about how my lamp's going to look. So I want it to come back in this direction for a little bit, but then I really want it to come across in that direction. I want to soften down these elbows, so I'm going to go to fillet and filleting those two lines. You can change the fillet. I'm quite happy with that 20, but if you wanted to make it 40, for example, we can see in real time that it updates the data. So we could keep it with that. I think I'm happy with 20, just looking at it visually for what I want to achieve. And this is a very harsh bend, so I might just see what that looks like if I put a fillet on that as well, which it softens it. Okay, then we go finish sketch for the two of them, and back to home view. Okay, next thing that I want to try and do here is to create a sweep. So we get a sweep. Okay, select the profile to sweep. We want to zoom in and say that's our profile. Select our path. That's going to be our path, and it generates the shape for our path. We go OK. With this part that we've just put through here, so body number 1, and out we've got our different sketches. With our sweep here, we can actually go through and we can make this a component. And that will be fine for now, actually.